We get it. You have a complex security, Wi-Fi login, back rhythm, algorithm issue that is preventing you from coming and enjoying what we've created here at Creative Cubes. But actually, none of that's true. We solve it all. Guys, welcome back to the vlog. If you don't know this guy, you should. His name's Brenton George Garth. He's actually my co-founder here at Creative Cubes, and he's head of operations, which oversees the tech team and oversees our finance team. But today, we're talking tech. Welcome to the vlog.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know. You don't say much, but when you say it, it's amazing. George, I wanted to bring you on today to talk about the technology that we have, which is somewhat invisible to everyone that joins the network. Some of our members just want super fast internet, and some of our members actually have really complex technology, security, Wi-Fi, connectivity needs.
Yeah.
And when they show up here, they come in really like, look, I want to be at Cubes, but I'm not too sure you guys can solve for it.
Yeah.
But we do.
Exactly. So a lot of the time when someone's moving in and they have a particular tech requirement, the first thing they do is they send me to their head of tech or the person that makes those decisions. And it's always the same. It's like, oh, our tech's special, it's too hard to move into Flex Office. But once we start breaking it down, with the way that we've set up our network, the way we've set up our technology, it's all doable. It's all quite easy, and in a lot of the time, actually simplifies some of the things that people are doing.
Yeah. So if you didn't hear that, a lot of these larger companies or companies with complex needs rock up to Creative Cubes, and we have a division here that actually can solve a lot of the IT requirements, if not every IT requirement to date. We've got some publicly listed companies here, and we've got some startups here, and we have everything in between. We have gone that extra, not the extra step, probably the extra 10, 15 steps on the way to being able to provide a holistic solution for our members.
Yep.
Some of that.
Exactly, and 90% of what people need is, let's say, out of the box for us when you come into Cubes. That other 10%, we can make it happen. So for those that are less versed in tech talk, let's say, so if you're sitting in your leased office somewhere, you've probably got a server room that's got your firewall, your switch, and your server, your UPS, and then that's ported out through the rest of your office. That's your local area network, that's your LAN. We have that all laid out here, but we actually have another layer on top of that. Everyone has their own VLAN. Every group that moves in has a virtual LAN, which means that they're isolated into their own, almost like a physical LAN, but it's handled virtually. It means that only they can see each other within their own group, but no one else can see them. So if somebody else brings in some sort of malware or something wrong, that's not gonna impact anyone else. On top of that, it means nobody can see each other's shared documents. Say you went to like a public library, you're all on the same Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You could potentially be leaking documents to other. That can't happen here. Everyone's isolated on their own VLAN.
You know, it reminds me of this 1-800 contacts ad that I think we'll play for you because me describing it won't give it its justice. So we'll play that and we'll come back.
Your contact lenses that I ordered just arrived.
1-800 contacts? They can't possibly have my brand. It's a special brand. I have special eyes.
Oh, they have so many brands in a giant warehouse in Utah.
That's insanity.
Look with your special eyes.
My brand. I'm such a fool. Quality contact lenses. 1-800 contacts. We're that passionate about eyes.
So a lot of companies come in here and say, we have special IT requirements. And actually, we have everything catered for.
Exactly. So out of the box, all that privacy and security stuff's there. WAPs throughout the space, of course, Ethernet ports inside the office if they're needed. Most people just jump on the Wi-Fi. And all that authentication and those login details are over the whole network as well, not just per site, every Cubes location you go to.
Yeah, and so a great example, we have a couple of companies that have half a dozen seats in every location because their staff are all over the city, all over Melbourne. And so they can be connected via their own VLAN in Hawthorne, And someone can be sitting here in South Melbourne or Carlton or Richmond or East Melbourne or Armidale. You want to keep going? I can keep going. And so what George is articulating is that once you're authenticated and secured at one location, you're actually authenticated and secured at all locations. So you'll ultimately plug and play once you're authenticated here at Creative Cubes.
Yeah, exactly right. And then to talk to the softer stuff, let's say, so some people might put a display in their office, a smart TV. So we can use the MAC address to that to link their MAC address to that display to that person's VLAN. Essentially just linking that TV to their VLAN so they can access it part of their group, but nobody else can. So some people might have a Google Home, iPads, whatever it is, bring all your devices and they're all in the same group and secure.
So in summary, if you are sitting on the edge and you're wanting to offload the traditional lease and you think that co-working cannot cater to your needs, you're probably right. However, here at Creative Cubes, because we are set up for SMEs, enterprise, public companies, and everything in between, we actually have gone the full distance here on the infrastructure to ensure that not only your team and your staff are secure, but everything that you guys do are safe and secure. And there's absolutely no expense being spared in order to achieve that. So here at Creative Cubes, we have a team that can help you, support you, whatever it is. Simply book a tour via the button below. And the team can help you out. It really isn't a problem. If there are some challenges, we'll overcome them. It's really not a problem. All right, guys, thanks for watching.
Nice.
Is that all right?
Yeah, no, so that was a really good vlog.
Yeah. I didn't even start talking about like the little bit more complicated stuff. Like, you know, I could talk about, say, like a graphic design firm, they've got big files and they don't want to move them up into the cloud all day. They could, you know, we could just have their server, their NAS, like sitting here, like maybe sitting.
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking the exact same thing. Like, we do video and we own all these big files and we're trying to get a NAS. Like, I didn't even realize there was a possibility.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you come ask? Yeah, of course. We can either put it in the server room or we could just like plug it in your office into Ethernet and then port it back to your VLAN.
And so it's just easy for us on that one network to access all the files.
And then what you could do is just like sync it overnight or something. So, you know, into a cloud for backup.
That would solve so much.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because we have giant files that we're constantly moving.
There you go.
And then when we're remote, like it takes hours to upload and download things.
Now, James.
This is who we need to be talking to.
James, you know I think you're special, right? But that's nothing special here.
Right.
Yeah.
I know you have special eyes. I know you have special IT requirements.
Yeah.
Right? But really, it's plug and play for us.
Yeah, wow.
Like when the board of directors is like, George, why are we spending $750,000 on tech? It's so that we can just do this.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. It's just bang, done.
All right.
And would that be a significant impact, positive impact to your business?
Huge.
Yeah.
Because we were like scrounging around to figure out how do we do this ourselves? Is it going to work in the network? All this stuff. Like,
Yeah, no, easy. No. All right, well,
lost,
we'll talk after this.
Dude, that's awesome. Thank you.
We better.